Hi, I'm Andrew from Therapy.
And I'm Michael McKeegan from Therapy.
And you're watching Noisy Mothers. This is the first gig of the new tour. It's sold out, and our album just went silver today, we found out. So we're going to get like silver discs and stuff, which will be really good to have in our toilet walls and stuff. So I mean, every now and then, you know, we really love touring, but whenever things like this happen, you find out the tour's like selling out, and you just went silver. And it makes it worthwhile. It sort of reminds you why you're working so hard and stuff. And you know, we're really, really excited. But the first date of a tour is always exciting, you know, because especially in Britain, where you know you've got your fan base and you haven't played for a while.
Yeah, I think a lot of the songs we'll be playing as well tonight will be the first time we've, you know, played them live in the UK anyway, so.
We were quite lucky in that we had 2 weeks in America with Swerve Driver, and we were playing a lot of the new stuff then to sort of break it in, as I say. But I know the last time we did Nurse, we hadn't played any of the new songs live, and it was, as I'm sure a lot of the fans could tell. But eventually it gets less rusty and better. But we're fairly well rehearsed in the new album anyway this time. I think it's the best album we've ever done, which is a cliche from, you know, everyone always says that about the new album. But I really think that it's got what we've always wanted to make or threatened to make on our earlier records, and basically gone ahead and executed it on this album, because we've kicked out an awful lot of the idiosyncratic approach we had before, an awful lot of the long-winded delivery. And it's got all the best parts of all our earlier records on this one. And it's, you know, I don't know if it's the best record we'll ever make, but I think it's the best one we've made so far. it's sort of more or less a teenage record. And it's sort of looking back at a time in my life, you know, whenever I was a teenager, whenever I was sort of going through all the anxiety and things that happen. And it's meant to be encompass the whole gooey mixture of everything, from like being excited to being depressed. And certainly an awful lot of it is about how I felt at certain times of my life, and other bits of it are how I imagine other people will feel. And you know, the likes of Unrequited in the album, which is, you know, it's pretty personal. Or you can get some like Trigger Inside, which isn't exactly about me, even though it mentions the Jeffrey Dahmer line. It's just saying why people would try and feel like that, or why people sort of feel so alienated, you know. And an awful lot of it's done with humour as well, not just bombastic terror.
Get drunk every night. Can't get drunk on life. Shouting at the world you'll never change. But it's what's inside you've got to rearrange. Going nowhere. Going nowhere. Going nowhere. Going nowhere.
I'm really pleased with the success. I'm not ashamed of it at all, because I mean, I had nothing before therapy. I mean, I had a crappy job, and I mean, I'm really, really grateful to be where I am now. And it's not as if we've got here by magic. We've worked hard for it. But there's always, like, I mean, for example, my father, whenever Trouble Gun went in at number 5, I mean, this is sort of like, I suppose it's just like his Protestant kind of background or whatever, but I phoned up and when all the album's number 5 in the charts started, and the first thing he said was, "Who's number 1?" You know, so I mean, that made me go from there to like,